Today we're going to be talking about less lethal use of force, intermediate force, something that a situation or things that may not require deadly force. Now, in my last video that dealt with using a snub-nosed revolver for self-defense, there were several commenters who asked about intermediate force. What if the situation doesn't justify deadly force? In the last video, several people mentioned pepper spray. I'm kind of ambivalent on pepper spray for several reasons. I used it as a police officer, and it's not a panacea. It's not something that's going to put them down and stop them. That's going to blind them temporarily. And one thing with violent suspects, they may still be trying to reach out and grab and strike. It may give you time to get away, so you need to remember that. The other thing is, if you step into it or the wind blows it back on you, you're going to have, teary-eyed and have a hard time seeing. So as long as you take those things into consideration, also, how are you carrying it? Are you going to be able to get to it in a timely fashion to be able to light somebody up, so to speak, so you can get out of there? It's very important that you think about your strategies. Just having it is not enough. Now, me personally, I like a Yawara. It's a blunt object. It's a force multiplier. But this looks like a weapon. In fact, this is considered a deadly weapon. You could break ribs. All right, you can break the jaw. You can break the collarbone. You can break the sternum. If someone were to duck when you were aiming here, you could hit them in the temple, and that could easily kill them. So, is this really a good self-defense option for the average person? Now, I tend to believe for the ordinary person that you need non-apparent self-defense items that are used for common purposes. And I can use this flashlight as a Yawara. I can do all of the same strikes with it. And but this is a flashlight. In fact, this is part of my overall self-defense plan because it's also my light if I have somebody come up on me, or I need to find my keys, or I'm in the darkness, or, it's a very practical thing to have for a whole lot of other reasons besides self-defense. Now, there's other non-apparent things that you could use to defend oneself with, and I'm going to use my concealed carry magazine here. And this is an oldie, and Marie Noel mentioned this in my last video, with a tightly rolled magazine. Now, this could be used like a Yawara. It also could be used to strike carotid artery, or maybe under the ribs, and possibly used to block some type of bladed weapon in a pinch. So, you tell me, what are some other non-apparent items one could use for self-defense? And this is Greg with Lionquestfitness.